So, hi everyone, you can see by the name we are here for the process video of the Spider-Man Civil War suit. So I'm going to guys to be showing you how to make this shirt along with the arms, the armor pieces, these here, also the belt going around and the back piece. You can check out guys the mask video, the web shooters. I also have added on the webbing which I have just drew on. I showed that in stages in a vlog, I think it's 11 or 12, it's one of those. Yeah, we're going to get straight into this. So what you'll need guys is some red lycra fabric, or it may be pronounced rayon. It is basically spandex fabric, okay, and I have 2 meters of red fabric and 2 meters of the blue fabric. Now that may be in yards if you're in the US. Sorry guys. So this was £32, 35 pence right here. And this was some Paragon fabrics. It's pretty early in the morning here, I'm just awake. So yeah, I just ordered this, as I say again, 2 meters of red lycra fabric, maybe pronounced rayon, but it is basically spandex fabric, stretchy fabric. You can find that online or in your local fabric stores or art shops. Ask around, but I got this, as I say, from the Paragon fabrics. So yeah guys, we're just going to get straight into this, open it up and I will fold it out, and yeah. So let's see how big it is. This is it right here. So whoa, you know, a lot of this right now. Okay, you can see right here that it is elasticated so that it stretches. All right, you can see it takes my body shape nice when you just stretch right there. And we are going to be making, that is what I made this from. So what you'll need also is a shirt that you like a good fit of, a glue gun or a sewing machine, whatever works for you guys. And let's jump straight into this.
So yeah guys, as you can see, I just laid out my fabric right now, and if you don't want to use this, you can use an old red t-shirt that you have, but I'm just using a t-shirt that I like the fit of, and I'm just laying it down. You can see here that I'm skinning in the sides, so I just make that thinner, and I leave room for also my arms. So that's the line from your shoulders to your armpit. But you can see I just cut up like so. I'm just cutting one side because my back is going to be blue. You can see I cut a neck. So just take that off, cut across. I just fold it over so that I make sure I'm getting an even cut, that both sides are actually symmetrical. And this works guys because every single piece will fit together perfectly. But you can see now the general shape it's taking. And I'm just going to fold this over and even it out. So you'll want to do this with every piece because it will even out and it will help when you're going to glue on and glue all your pieces together. But just cut all your pieces. And again, I say you can use an old red t-shirt if you do not want to use this technique. But again, I just put my t-shirt up to it to make sure I have the arms thick enough. You can see here my line from my shoulder. And just cut that nice curve down to my armpit. So now you can see I have the curve for my arms. And that is where my arms are just going to come out from the front. So here guys, my friend actually got likes from Kevin Porter from Bat in the Sun. Yeah, pretty proud. Connell, fair play if you're watching this, man. He runs the Instagram, guys, so give that Instagram a like. The link will be in the description below. So yeah, I just lay out my red fabric again. Now this is going to be for the top of your shoulders. So you're going to see right now, I just lay my front base down and I match it up across from my shoulders. So this is going to be for the top half of your back. Now generally it does stretch from halfway down his arm to right across up the top. So I just cut that here right now guys. So you can see now, I'm just folding it over again, making sure I get a symmetrical cut. Now this can work for other designs like a Miles Morales. But I'll just lay it out for you now here. You can see, this is the top of my shoulders. You'll always want to make your pieces even. That's just going to sit up the top of my top like that. So just fold it over, make sure both sides are even. This will always work out better for you everyone, because aesthetically and generally you will know in your head that all the pieces are even. Yeah, you can see everything's straight lined. They both match up pretty perfect, and that is for the top half of your shirt. So we're going to cut the back bottom half, and this is of the blue lycra fabric, and this is the bottom half of the back of your shirt. So again, you're just going to line your shirt up to your fabric and line your shoulder piece up. Make sure you get a straight line across that bottom, everyone, because you generally will have to give it a bit extra, or you can work in a different design like the Amazing Spider-Man or a Spectacular Spider-Man, you know, make it a spike instead of a straight line going across your back. You can turn it into a different kind of design, but you can see here I just made sure everything was straight, cut away. And again, you'll want sharp scissors, guys, because the fabric itself is very, very clingy and it's stretchy, so your scissors will, if they're not sharp, you will not get very good straight lines or good cuts. And I know this from past experience, but you just want to take time with it, listen to music or watch a movie. So you can see now that both pieces are all done, so we're going to do our side pieces for the front of your shirt. So again, I just take a pen and I look at designs before I do this, guys. But from halfway up your arm, you know, the curve that you made for your arm, you will mark out the line going across your chest. So you'll just see me do that now. I make sure you can work on any design you want. So I get a ruler, make sure it's a straight line going down the middle of my chest. Mark that off for the belt piece. And again, I'm just making sure that all my measurements are right and that I'm reassured that I want this design. Again, I just made that a diagonal line a bit instead of a straight line. I fold it over and then I cut from halfway down my arm curve my design at the sides. Now don't worry, we're going to be replacing these side pieces with blue pieces. As you all know, the Spider-Man design, it is iconic. But yeah, just cut out your side pieces like so. Again, take time with it, listen to music, watch movies, and this can work for a different altogether design for many different suits. This can work for many different Spider Universe suits. Just cut out your belt line like so. And I made mine pretty thick at the bottom to make sure I got the measurements right. You can see now the design it is taking. I'll just put that out flat for you guys. So this is my shirt, and you see now that these pieces just fit in like so. And we're going to place them on top of the blue fabric. Now again, this is spandex lycra fabric. You can find this online or in your local art shops, guys, if you have one. But just lay the fabric out like so. And we're going to place on the side pieces that we just cut off, like so. And we're going to cut out the same general shape as those. Okay, now you'll want to get the measurements basically just right. So make sure your pieces are placed exactly. Just take your time with it. And just cut down your line like so. Now again, don't be afraid to move around and place things. It works brilliantly. Do it in open space. I know from experience that when you get too boxed in that it can be very hard to cut out your shapes. But you can see now that there is the blue piece, and this will just fit in at the side like so. You can do this for a Miles Morales, you can do this for a Spectacular Spider-Man, an Iron Spider-Man, a 2099 Spider-Man. You can see now the pieces just split in like there.
Hi everyone, yeah, so we just cut all our pieces, and this is what they will look like once they are all cut. Okay, so you can see we have our back piece and our front piece. So you're going to sew or glue this here, then you go over here to the chest piece, and you're just going to sew or glue down in here, and then glue both of these together. Then we are going to cut our arms. You can see I've actually did a little bit skinnier here, guys, like the Amazing Spider-Man 1 or 2 design. Maybe do yours a bit thicker. You can try any design, Scarlet Spider, Venom, Miles Morales type. Well, Miles Morales doesn't really need that much like this. But yeah, 2099 type Spider-Man. We can add on the back piece, but we're going to cut our arms. So you can see I still have plenty of fabric left. You know, there is a lot left, so you might not have to buy it in bulk. But the blue lycra fabric may be pronounced rayon, but it is known virtually as spandex fabric. And then here again, the spandex red fabric. Now you can order this online, you can check your local fabric or art shops. We're just going to glue this all together, maybe use an old red t-shirt and some blue fabric. It won't give you that tight fit maybe, unless it is elasticated material or fabric. Trying to think of on the cheap. Try and find a skin tight morph suit and maybe add the pieces onto it, like the design here. But yeah, you can see, guys, we're just gonna put these together and hopefully it'll all come together. Thank you so much for watching and keeping with us so long. Let's get straight into the gluing process.
So you can see here, guys, I have just my pieces laid down flat, and I make a slight cut here in the corners. Now this is to fold the corners in much better. It works, but you'll just place your glue on one side and place the other side flat on top of it. Now this looks unorthodox, but trust me, it works, it fits, and when you turn it around you will get a nice clean line. So again, just put some glue on it. You can see I've flipped my piece parallel to it, so I just fold that on top of it like so, and this will give you a nice clean line. You just put some glue down the lines like so, fold it down. Now please be careful because hot glue is hot, it is in the name, you might burn yourself. I do this because I think the numbs of my fingers or the nerves are burnt off. You just fold the pieces over parallel, fold them on top of each other like so. You can watch many of my process videos. Now you will get a nice clean line. So you can see here, you cannot see any glue even when it stretches out. That is a nice clean line. And this is basically used virtually in sewing techniques. You'll see, just place some glue there and fold the piece on top of the other like so, parallel to it. That just folds in like so. And there you have a nice clean side piece that is glued onto your front. Now guys, this works for many designs. You can do an arrow, a Batman, a Robin. This works for a lot of other designs if you put some thought into it. You can see now our other piece just fits in like so. And I make some cuts in the corners, as I say, because it helps it fold in better. Just fold that over, put some glue here. Again, just press it down like so. Don't be scared to move your pieces around. So you can see here, guys, that the shirt is starting to take shape. I have both my blue side pieces glued on. Now again, they are very clean lines. Pardon me. But yeah, my belt, I am going to fix that with the belt piece that I will show you in part 2. And that is cutting all my armor pieces. But this is cutting your fabric shape. So you can see now I just place some glue there to hold that together. Make sure I know where it is. And this is my general shirt shape. Now you can do any shirt design you want with this. But again, I just make sure all my sizes are measuring up. And here we go. I will start to glue the back piece together right now. So you can see I put my blue back piece down, put the red shoulder pieces, just put some glue on the side, place my red shoulder piece down. And again, please watch the hot glue. It is hot, guys. Just do this in time, have patience. Again, I give my glue a cool down period. As you can see, this process is sped up and I'm moving at quite a pace. So I actually am at time giving the glue some time to cool down. So you can see now my front and back right here. I will fix that belt piece, but I will glue these together and that will give me my shirt base. So for your arms, guys, you'll want to do this. Now this is generally how I got this shape, but it is 23 centimeters at the top and then it goes down to 11 centimeters. Now this is just, you can fold in or out an old jumper, an old coat, an old shirt that has a long sleeve, and you can look at that shape. You can even lay that shape down on top of your fabric and cut that out. But I'm just showing you this process now to show you how I got my arm shape. You can see now I'm actually cutting it down to a big dip right now, and I actually cut this off in the end process. I skinny this design up, but you can see now that I just keep cutting the shape out. And this is using the lycra fabric. You will maybe just look, you can see now I have the big dip. I cut a curve for my arm, and again you can see now the big dip is gone. I have evened my arms up. I have both sides glued together, the red and the blue. So you can see now it fits my arm perfect, the length. So now the new measurements are at the top, as you can see 14 centimeters at the top, and in the middle it is 11 or 12 it is 12 centimeters, you can see right now, and 9 centimeters at the wrist. Okay, so it changed dramatically through its size. As you can see now, it is 62 centimeters in length. So if you want to copy those measurements, guys, you can, and you will get the exact same result as I did. But again, I will just show you how I glued these together and cut the shape. I take my blue fabric and just lay the arm out that I already have and cut the same exact shape for my other arm. Now this again is a timely consuming process. You can watch a movie or listen to music, but just place your fabric on top of your other blue fabric and you will just start to cut around that shape. Now again, guys, please use sharp scissors. This fabric is very clingy. It catches on the scissors if they are not sharp or if they are dull. So you will get a nice clean cut once you use a sharp pair of scissors. You can see now I have both my blue pieces, and you're just going to cut another red piece from the red fabric in this exact same shape, and then you will glue both of these pieces together. So you can see now I just lay out my red fabric nice and flat. I just lay the blue piece on top of that and just cut out the exact same shape. So you do this, guys, for most of your pieces, and this is what's going to give you your nice split down your arm. Okay, so you will have that nice red and blue split. If you want to go into more detail, you can measure out exactly where the red meets your chest red. As you can see now I have both my pieces. Okay, so I'm just going to place one on top of the other and get my trusty glue gun and just start to place some glue on the sides. Again, just start pressing those down. Watch the hot glue, it is hot. I think I have no nerves in my fingers anymore. You can just see me placing the glue here, pressing down. This is a time consuming process, guys. Please listen to music, and again, practice makes perfect. Don't be scared to move around. So everyone, once you're finished that, you can see we have both arms glued. Now you turn it inside out, you fold it out like so, and you can see now it just stretches to my arm. The spandex fabric is brilliant, and I have that nice tight fit with the blue and red split up my arm. You can see right now, just turn it inside out, just fold it inside out like so. Put your arm in. You can see the lycra fabric, the spandex is nice tight fit. It just sits perfect around your arm, gives that nice shape. And also you have the blue and red split now going up your arm. So you can see now I just fold them halfway and they have the red and blue split, and that is your left and right arm. Okay, and the red lycra will split and stretch to everything. So you can see now we're just going to glue our front and back piece together. You will always want to start off with your shoulders, guys, because this will hold both your sides in place, so that when you move about, you can see now I start with my shoulder pieces like so. Just glue those on like now. And this will hold it together so that when you move the whole fabric about, that these will actually stay in position and stay in shape. You can see now I just press both shoulder pieces together and then move on to your sides. Now this can work for virtually any kind of top base. This can work for a winter soldier shirt, this can work for a Spider-Man shirt, an Arrow shirt. I generally, if you watch my process videos, guys, I do this process throughout everything. As you can see now my arms just match up with my curve there. And I just glue those on like so, but I just do the other side. And again, as I say, this works virtually for many designs. If you just want to make a shirt and add on to it like Captain America and stuff, you just make a shirt base, make your arms, and then start designing on top of that. But you will see now like so, the arm just fits in like there. If you want to go into more exacts, guys, you can measure it exactly where the red meets up with the red on the chest and the blue meets up with the blue. I just didn't have time. It's a very long process, but yeah, you can see now I have my whole suit, and we will glue and sew this together. Turn your shirt inside out, and there you go, you have nice clean lines like sewing. Okay, now we are going to put this through the sewing machine exactly where the lines that we glued. Okay, so the lines that we glue, we are just going to sew. But I'm just going to glue my arms here together, make a nice cut in your shoulder so that it folds to your shoulder corner like so. I just glue one side to the other. And this is a very intricate process, guys. You can see closely at what I'm doing. I just glue it piece by piece, make sure both my shoulder pieces sit together, and then I just fold the whole curve around and keep going place each side parallel to each other and press together. And you do this the whole way down for each side, both curves, and this will give you your nice arm fit. Okay, now again, as I say, we're going to sew all of this also, so that the glue does not show through, but your suit will hold together with glue. All my suits have, it's just for aesthetic reasons and for durability reasons, I am going to sew all of my suits. So you can just see now, I just keep placing the curve right around, place some glue, make sure my lines match up, and place each side parallel. Okay, so you can see right now I'm just making sure my measurements fit together. I'm sorry if I'm talking a lot, guys, I just want to show you a good in-depth look at this. You can see now, just fold the curves around, make sure everything matches up.
Hi everyone, this has been part 1 of how to make your shirt Spider-Man base. Thank you so much for watching. If you can't get the red fabric or the blue fabric, maybe use an old red t-shirt or buy a Zentai Zone suit with the pre-designed Spider-Man logo already on it and stuff, and you can just stick all the pieces to it, or maybe just buy a morph suit that is a one-piece suit and add all the pieces on. But in part 2, you will see me making all of these pieces like so. That is your logo, your shoulder pieces, your cartridges, your belts, the wristband, everything, guys. Yeah, so please check out part 2. Thank you for watching part 1. Please check out the web shooter and the mask video. They are also out to make your fully fledged Spider-Man suit. I'll also with vlog either 11 or 12 on the webs. Thank you so much for watching, guys. You're amazing. From me, everyone here at Ireland, always at your geek speak. Please subscribe and comment. You're amazing!